Kia ora everyone and welcome to Paradise Avondale for Game 2 between the pure NZ West Auckland Admirals and the SkyCity Stampede. My name's Michael Domigan, standing in for Ian, who will be with us momentarily alongside Josh Kretschmer. Josh, what an action-packed game last night.
Yeah, very exciting. I mean, an Admirals versus Stampede game is always very exciting, and we get to watch another one tonight. We had a few things spill over, a few kind of plays behind, a bit of action behind the play, I should say. So yeah, very excited for tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Most notably, last night we did see a suspension come from last night's game to Jordan Chalice of the SkyCity Stampede. And Josh, I believe you've got a bit of intel that you might have seen during warm-up, perhaps his replacement for tonight.
Yeah, well, so we've got a player for the Stampede who most Stampede fans will be familiar with. I believe he now actually resides in Auckland, so what better person to join for tonight is Mike McRae for the SkyCity Stampede.
Yeah, that's right. So we're just going to move here to the players as they hop on to the ice and we get ready to get things underway for the second game between the pure NZ West Auckland Admirals and the SkyCity Stampede. 5-2 the final score last night to the home pure NZ Admirals. So Josh, no doubt the Stampede will be wanting to make a strong response early on in tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean, I will admit, last night I didn't actually think the Admirals had it in them to win. I thought the Stampede was potentially going to take it, but boy, was I proven wrong. The Admirals managed to come out. They utilized the kind of 5-minute power play to their advantage. They did have the lead beforehand, so I'm not going to give all the credit to that. But yeah, I think the Admirals are very well likely able to take it out again tonight.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, you're a bit of a statistician. You did quote to me an interesting fact last night, something to do with a 5-2 score. Do you want to maybe elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, so the last time the pure NZ West Auckland Admirals managed to beat both weekend games at home against the Stampede was back in 2018, and the score for the very first game was 5-2 to the Admirals. And the second game was 6-3, so potentially if history decides to repeat itself, we could see a 6-3 score here for the Admirals tonight.
Wow, so a lot of history between these two teams. A repeat this weekend of the 2024 Burgle Cup, the NZIHL Grand Finals last year. So Game 2, Sunday night hockey. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, so we now have the Admirals solely sitting on top of the table with 18 points. Stampede on 15 points, tied with the Botany Swarm. So yeah, the Admirals got the opportunity tonight to really extend their number one standings lead. All
right, folks, well, I have some good news for you. Royalty of New Zealand ice hockey, Mr. Ian Wanamaker, is in the building. He will be joining you on commentary alongside Josh Kretschmer from now on, so I will hand things over to you, Ian.
Hey, Ian, how's it going?
Yeah, all good. Many thanks. Kia ora whanau.
Yeah, so just, already started for the game. We've got the Alex Regan coming in. Oh, just a quick offside call there. Alex Regan attempted to enter the offensive zone.
Starting fast and furious already, just extra energy jumping in.
Yeah, now Ian, you've missed some of the big news.
Okay.
I've already mentioned on the stream, but I'll mention it again for you. We've got Jordan Chalice with a 2-game suspension.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering if that was going to carry over or not.
But we also have a Stampede player filling in.
Oh.
I'm wondering if you'll be able to pick him out on the ice. Actually, he's not on the ice right now, but we've got number 13, Mike McRae, playing tonight.
I was going to guess, but I was seeing if there was anybody standing about 6'7". And
yeah.
It rhymes with, I don't know, Kreider?
Yeah, that would have been a pretty good guess as well.
Oh, yeah. Do you think he might still be Auckland-based now?
That's the last information I heard. I would have trusted you on that sort of info.
Bringing in the old-timers. He's the same age as me. It's funny. It's good to see him back while playing, but I guess in the emergency circumstances like this, getting the call in.
Yeah, I think he's just hopped on the ice now, playing a left wing for the Stampede on the face-off.
With Colin McIntosh, no less, so quite a potent offensive duo when they are together.
Yeah, awesome to see Mike McRae. I haven't watched him play live for a bit of time now, so very excited to see him play. As Mike McRae took an attempted shot there, it was blocked by Vespa. Hart now dumping the puck in on the red line. Aston Brooks getting the puck over to Burns. Tried to chip that out, hit the stanchion or something, so the puck deflected a bit weird, kept into the zone. The Stampede have possession. Burns doing a long stretch pass up, right onto the tape of McIntosh. Something flying on the ice there as well. I think it may have been a net guard or something. We've got Regan skating in. He loses the puck. Stampede chip that out. We've got Daigle now off the puck. Hot on his house. Devlin, big hit. Daigle was already falling. Chance in front as well. Daigle's slow to get up.
Already lots of physicality, Josh. Earlier in the play before the hit on Degas very slow to get up. Soffer was like a human wrecking ball. He took down 2 pure New Zealand Admirals players at the top of the blue line, and then that spilled a net guard. This one here, Devlin goes in with Daigle. Devlin's hot on his back, and then he kind of just pushes him from the backside. That is not a good play at all. Referee is there. Just doesn't make any call, any decision on this. He has his hand. He is turning. He just kind of shoves him and guides him into the boards.
Yeah, he kind of had that angle as he was trying to turn around the net, and Devlin kind of used that off balance to his advantage to put him right into the boards. Daigle does look to be all right. He's back on the bench. We've got Quinn entering the zone, trying to take a shot. Went to the right of Brooks. Stampede chipped that out. Hayward Jones gloving the puck down. Puck comes out now. Quigley passing that to his partner Mawson. Admirals will chip that out for a dump and chase attempt. Quigley laying the hit from behind. Ross chipping that out, but that's going to end up on Hayward Jones' stick. Passes that up to Mawson. Cross-ice pass over to Stephen, who'll dump. Tried to chase. McCullum getting in his way. Puck now behind the net. McIntosh looking for a pass. Passes it behind the net. It's True. True passing up to Harrison. Harrison going for a shot. Blocked on the shin pads there. Taylor Kennedy blocking it. Rusky Jones just losing possession. Amston went for a shot, kind of whiffed on it a bit. We've got Hart coming in now. A little bit of speed, turned around. Tried to fake him out. Puck hitting towards the net. Brooks just poke checks the puck out of the danger area. Taylor Kennedy keeping the puck in. McIntosh with it behind the net. Harford passing up to Harrison. Cross-ice pass to McIntosh. Good chance here. Breakaway team. Backhand and goal scored by Colin McIntosh, the top point scorer for the NZIHL, extending his points total.
And he's scoring here, showing some flashes of really nice hands, and he just made it look pretty easy. Gets a nice stretch pass in behind the Admirals D. Gives a little shimmy shake, forehand to his backhand, and up over the blocker's side of Chaba. As you said, Josh, demonstrating why he is one of the best and top point scorers in this league.
Yeah, I think that puts him roughly on 24 points now in his 10th game for the season. So doing quite well, almost 2.5 points a game. Chaba makes the blocker save, the puck goes out play.
Yeah, I was just going to go back to earlier how we had that collision with Dag and also the softer hit against 2 Admiral players. I was just curious to see how the Stampede would have started this game if they would have learned a little bit from yesterday and taken a little bit more disciplined approach, because they are a fantastic hockey team. They stick to structure, and if they don't let discipline get in their way, they are a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, the Stampede are the least penalised team this season, probably using that to their advantage. A lot easier to score when you have no person in the penalty box. Big hit behind the net there. Both players falling down. Admirals wanting to enter the zone, but Regan needs to tag up. Burns passing over to his defense partner. That will go for icing.
Yeah, I could see why you might mistake Alex Regan for Andy Hart. They're both wearing that fishbowl style facial protection. It's quite clear. But I think out of the whole Admiral lineup, they're the only 2 that are wearing that clear full facial protection. And one, obviously, they do have different handedness, as I'm being pointed out. One shoots left, one shoots right. So that might help if you're on the viewing side of things, watching for those players that might be one of your favorites.
Yeah, caught me out a few times tonight. I'll try and remember the handedness part for my calls tonight. Burns passing that up. McIntosh skating in with possession. Bumped on the boards there. Keeps it. Holtz and keeps the puck on his stick. What a discus pass there. Ben Stephen now off the puck, cuts in, dumps into the corner for Quinn to try and pick up. Not able to get there first though. Stampede will take possession. McIntosh pass right in front of the goal. May have gone through the crease there. Freya passing that up to Ross. One of the top goal scorers of the league. Just high over the net there.
I think he's on 13. I think he is topping the league in goals scored. Often plays with McIntosh and Freer, who's out there. Auckland Freer, that is. One of the top, all in the top at least 10 of points so far in this season.
Yeah, some good line mates to have for picking up points and goals. McIntosh can get a good pass away out of nothing.
Yeah, and this is Ross coming in the zone, taking a really good wrist shot, using Mawson as a bit of a screen, going to that high blocker again, testing that blocker side of Chubba, something the Stampede are looking to potentially exploit.
McCullum with the puck behind the net. Pass up to Freya. Kept in though. I think Henry had the puck just in the zone. True, chipping the puck out. Makes a funny bounce. Andrew Hart taking a shot. Takes a hit as well. A few players sprawling on the ice. Devlin, taking a big hit as well. His head hit the boards, hit the glass. Seems to be all right. He picks up a pass now. Takes another hit from behind.
Oh, that was all good. It was Diggle just stepping up. Perhaps still identifying Devlin as the guy that took him down earlier in the game.
Yeah, that's a fair receipt there. After taking a hit, return it. Daig with the puck now. Just losing it in the referee semicircle. Daig passes it up, intended for Sestroni to chase on. Amston will get there first. He skates round, passes it to Harrison. Harrison leaves it for Amston. McIntosh on the left wing. Hayward Jones just slipping as he tried to stop. Maybe lost an edge there. Looks to be all right though. Big hit. Sort of from behind on his shoulder there. Sestroni taking the hit. He got up quick as well though. Big hits coming all over the place. We've got, is it Regan or Hart, the bubble? Yeah, it's Regan. Amston now with the puck. Passing over to Harford. Harford passing it to kind of no one there. Sevigny taking a shot. I think that was a stick save as Brooks' puck hit the netting out of play.
Yeah, Brooks looking steady as you see another opportunity here as there's that big outlet pass streaking up, and then Devlin gets stepped into by Daig after he already received another hit in the earlier sequence of the play from Andy Hart, who's no slouch himself, loves to throw the body around.
Yeah, not too many shots so far in this game. I think both teams are focusing on hits currently. They'll soon realize that to win the game, you'll actually need to put the puck in the net though.
Hits to make plays, Josh. Sometimes it works.
Yeah, the Stampede have got one so far. Admirals looking to get a goal to tie it up. Sofa cutting in, just losing the puck. Now McRae trying to get through some traffic. Devlin putting the puck into the crease. McRae open for a pass, just the puck bouncing off of his stick. McRae with a backhand pass to Sofa. Sofa tried to get an inside pass, but Quigley interrupting it. McIntosh ends up with the puck though. McIntosh hassled on the blue line, keeps it in. Burns putting a shot. Chubba made a touch of the puck there. We're going to penalty. I think there's going to be a goalie interference call as he's skated into the goalie there.
Yeah, the clear evidence is the net has been dislodged. We'll take another look at it here. Burns gets a good opportunity shot, low angle, and it doesn't get through. He gets his own rebound. That's off the stick, but then in that shooting process, it looks like McRae gets hit.
It's Sofer.
Yeah, Sofer comes in, takes a bump, but does go right into the net and to the goalie. So I don't know. You be the judge on that one, people at home. Let us know. The Stampede are penalized for goaltender interference.
Yeah, goal interference can be a bit of a gray area in my opinion. It looked like to me he kind of just got shoved in, but the call will stand. So we've got Regan now making a cross-ice pass. Power play for the pure New Zealand West Auckland Admirals. Vespa Back pass. McIntosh interrupts it. He'll chip that out, kill some time.
Yeah, he's a very high IQ player, McIntosh. Knows where the play's going to go, and he often just puts himself in good positions. He's not the fastest of skaters, but certainly very apt at his IQ. Read that well and dumped it down.
Daigle dumping the puck. Mawson leaving it for Regan to pick up. Back to Mawson. Harford trying to take the puck off of him. Did, but the Admirals still with possession. Daigle passing into the right wing. Pass into the slot there. Daigle taking a slap shot from the quarterback position. Daigle now having to chase the puck back as the Stampede managed to clear it.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in front in that shooting lane that Daigle couldn't get the puck through. So somebody's going to have a bruise on the body at some point somewhere there. That was a hard shot, but the Stampede managed to clear again.
Amston trying to dump the puck, but Ross and Devlin were in the way, but that still helped out the Stampede. They now have possession in the Admiral zone. Hayward Jones on Devlin, tied up on the boards. Hart will come away with it now. Coming down on the left wing. He stops just past the blue line. Passes it right to a Stampede player. Henry, crucial moment blocking the passing lane to McIntosh as he would have been away for 1-on-0. McIntosh with the puck now. Hit into the boards.
Yeah, like yesterday, Josh, the Stampede still are able to capitalize on any opportunities missed by the power play team and going the other way, stretching the D. So to keep looking for them to counterattack if they get possession, as the penalty just expires now.
Yeah, Admirals unable to make a shot on goal out of that power play. I thought the Admirals were potentially offside there. We'll have to take a look at the replay because the Admirals score on that. The Stampede players kind of stopped thinking that there was an offside call coming, but you got to play to the whistle.
That's number 21, Sam Moses, getting on the score sheet. We should double check and see if they get any review on that. But the puck goes off of the skate. Oh, we'll see here. That could be. If they had video review, they might call that back. However, he gets a pass in front backhand and a nice play as most of the team for the Stampede seem to stop playing, as you mentioned, expecting a offside call to be made. But they played on, and that is a goal, so it is 1-1.
Yeah, tough to kind of see it on the camera with the faded out blue line. Yeah, no call. We got to play to the linesman and the ref's whistle. No point stopping there. We've got a tied game, 1-1, as the pure NZ Admirals with the puck. Taylor Kennedy behind the net, trying to clear that out. Shot from the point, Stampede. McRae now. Oh, good pass from behind the net, right in front. McCullum went for a shot, but McRae will take the shot. It's actually probably an attempted pass to Sofa. Hit by Henry on the boards as well. Lots of action everywhere.
You're going to see a lot more hits. And there you are. There's a goal from
we've got a
Stampede,
goal.
just like that.
I think that bounced off of McIntosh from a McRae pass into the slot. McIntosh didn't exactly make a move. The puck almost just bounced off of him. We'll need to take a look at that on the replay as well.
Just an accurate pass by McRae, I believe, from in the corner.
Oh, yeah, just the stick in the right place. Didn't have his stick tied up.
Oh, he does
Nice.
He does redirect it. That's his second of the game, too. Colin McIntosh and McRae hooking up again for offense for the Stampede. They will be pleased with that.
Yeah, 5-hole goal bouncing off of the inside of Chubba's pads. So 2-1 Stampede. Daigle with the puck in the corner trying to chip that out. Pure NZ Admirals successfully do that. Puck ends up on Aston Brooks' stick. Stampede will dump that around now. Daigle on the red line will dump that in the other way. Admirals did tag up. We're onside here. Regan coming in, pinching just to keep the puck in the zone. Loses it though. Freer chasing with Daigle. Oh, we had a whistle from the linesman but to call for an icing, but Chubba did put a stick there.
Yeah, I guess when the puck is coming right towards your crease, you want to stay there and not let it go right in. Another view of the goal here. Pass from just in front of the goal line from McRae. Really read the play well to see an open. He wasn't even that open. He was kind of there. Oh, yes, he gets out of position there. One of the Admirals players just moved to go and take the pass lane away, but opened up that lane for McIntosh. He makes no mistake and scores.
Yeah, so a face-off at centre ice as the icing call was overturned. Burns passing the puck up, cross ice pass to Rusky Jones. This one being Axel. Rusky Jones passing it to the point, over to Burns. Shot blocked by Hayward Jones. Mawson trying to get the puck out of the danger area. Rusky Jones with it. All alone was Harrison for shot ringing off iron.
Left all alone, Admirals got to be careful clearing the puck out of their own zone. Mawson a little bit too late. Got to be onto it real quick when the Stampede are pressuring.
Yeah, got to make sure everyone's marked up before you actually try and exit the zone, because the puck can come back at the wrong way. Steven trying to come out the wing there. Burns with the puck. Pass gets to Rusky Jones, center ice. Moses coming in, the goal scorer for the Admirals. Puck comes out of play there.
You see here the puck is kind of bouncing around and the Admiral defender steps up to get it, but Rusky Jones passes to an open Harrison all alone in the slot, and he one-times that right away, trying to catch Chaba off guard, and then off the post does beat him, but not into the net.
Yeah, very close chance. We've got McCullum skating through. He'll dump it once he reaches the red line. We've got Devlin behind it. McRae picking the puck up to the point to True. True taking a shot. Blocked in front. I think it was Regan got in the way. Puck ends up on Chuba's pads there. Deflects out of the way. McRae in the corner. Backhand pass. Shot McCullum. Puck bouncing very close towards the goal there. McRae with it. Pass into the point to McCullum again. Back to McRae. He'll skate to the point. Try and stick handle round Sevigny. Sevigny gets tripped up by a stick there. We also have some business in front of the net.
Devlin and Daigle. Devlin gets
surprise,
a little bit
surprise.
extra from Daigle. Bit of a face wash. And they are jawing back and forth. The referee's he's going to take both of them, actually. Maybe a potential embellishment on Devlin's part. We'll see. But the play went up ice, Josh, and then this was all happening behind the play.
Yeah,
So you see Daigle take down his man. He backs away from him. But then Devlin gives him a little kick with his legs, and then Daigle falls on top of him, gives him the elbow in the back of the head. So a bit of both ways, Josh, depending, again, how you see it and want to view it.
Yeah, just both players being a little silly there. Kind of expected this sort of stuff to happen in this game, though.
So they're just battling for net front position. Oh, Daigle gives him the back in the business there a little bit there. Gives him a little bit more. They're just battling. There's just a good battle in front. And I think Devlin loses his balance in contact. And then he doesn't like it, so he kicks the legs out from Daigle. Daigle falls on top and says, all right, I'm going to give you the, what is it, the people's elbow?
Yeah.
At the break? Why not? Oh, there might be a misconduct here as well. Someone must have said something to the referee as he brought out the cowboy signal and jammed on the hips. So that is a clear misconduct penalty. Someone will have 4 minutes to serve.
An Admirals player, just so the referee signaled the Pure NZ Admirals only have 4 players on the ice. So it will be a power play for the SkyCity Stampede.
And you know what? It did seem a little bit like the Stampede were already on a power play in the last kind of minute of sequence of play.
Yeah, so the Stampede winning the face-off for their power play. McCullum backhand pass to McIntosh. McIntosh taking a slap shot. Managed to get to Chuba, who makes the save.
So a lot of weapons, and you see already McRae back out there again, getting some time. And they're setting that up. McIntosh comes in, high slot from that top of the point area, gets all of that one, and Chaba could see it all the way and makes a save.
Mawson with the puck. He'll dump that around the boards. McRae will try to keep it in, but just loses it. Vesper now with it at center ice. Ross takes the puck off of him. McCullum, long pass up to McRae. Makes it over the blue line. Freya trying to get in a bit wild of his stick there. McRae taking a shot, deflected off of Mawson's leg and out.
Yeah, he's a heavy man with a heavy shot as well. So something that the Admirals, they are getting in that lane, which is good that Mawson's there, but McRae don't want to give him that many opportunities on that rock replay. He will bury at some point. Or at least, as he's shown, he can dish it as well. He passed a beautiful pass over to McIntosh. And the Stampede on the power play here. But we're going to get some double checking of the timing of the penalties just to make sure that things are all up to speed and everything is kosher.
Yeah, we may have actually not had the penalty clock actually on the screen for you guys. But yeah, we do have both players with roughing and Justin Daigle getting the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
I think he's just serving it. I don't think he was the one who well, maybe it was. I'm not entirely sure, but it was an indication to the Admirals bench that they would be serving another 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Not sure if that was Justin's call or not. A little bit uncharacteristic if it was.
Yeah, I can't tell from
either
our
way,
score
he's still
sheet.
serving it.
Yeah, either way. One thing to mention, I think it was a couple of weekends ago where we were commentating and we saw a new referee that we weren't too familiar with. Well, he actually came up to me today to introduce himself. His name is Keaton. He's from Canada. He's had quite a bit of reffing experience over there. Flew over to New Zealand in October, and he's very stoked to be part of this NZIHL ice hockey refereeing community.
Awesome. Well, welcome to him, and thank you for being here and of service as well. We wouldn't have games without the referees and the umpires. You know, need a lot of good zebras out here, so well done. Thank you. And now we just got another player from the Admirals bench coming in to serve, and it looks like we've got Vince.
I think he was supposed to be in the box beforehand.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they didn't put him in originally. But we got that sorted. I guess now, good opportunity here, Josh, to thank some of the sponsors. Pure NZ Admirals sponsors, all plumbed in. Two Dudes, some fantastic products that Two Dudes puts out. A massive supporter of them. The Rock FM, BFT Blockhouse Bay, Hart Electrical, Morrison's Funerals, What a Barbecue Smokehouse, Print Plus, and VGT Museum.
We're going away for the proper power play now. We've got the time on the screen for you guys so you can follow along at home. We've got McRae with the puck. Pass right into the middle for Ross to take a shot, saved by Chubba. McRae again. Tried to get that bumper shot to Ross as well, just losing it. And McCullum will skate back, pass up to McIntosh. He'll circle around. Doesn't like Quigley. Oh, just dekes Quigley out. McRae passes it to Ross. Nolan Ross looking for a pass or a shooting opportunity. Passes to McCullum. Check McCullum passing to McRae. McRae back to McCullum. Just loses it. They're going to have to tag back up. So 30 seconds left in the Stampede power play. McCullum, long pass up to McIntosh. Takes a shot offside, deems the linesman.
Yeah, Josh, just wanted to point out a little bit that while the Stampede players have the player behind the net with the puck, what you can't see on frame is that there were two players hugging and holding onto the blue line. McIntosh was one of them, and he cut across to the middle, receiving that stretch pass, and McRae was on the other side holding the line. So the defenders have to respect that play as it develops, and he just got in ahead of the blue line and was offside.
Yeah, good call. We've got Amston now with the puck. Passing up to Burns, back to Amston. In the last seconds of the power play, Rusky Jones go over the blue line. Amston, Stephen Amston, taking a shot high.
Hits his own man.
Yeah, traffic in front, your own players, your other teammates. Zach Vince now entering the ice now after serving one of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
So now that will mean, I thought that Justin and Devlin would be out of the box at the present moment, but it just looks like they've sent Devlin back out onto the rink. Justin Daigle is still sitting in the penalty box, so that's a little bit unusual.
He might have another 2 minutes to sit out and then the next whistle.
So he must have been serving. He's got 2 penalties. Okay, maybe that's why there was such confusion initially.
Yeah. When there are a lot of penalties called, it's sometimes hard to keep track of it all. True with the puck. He'll dump that in. So we are playing 5-on-5 here. Just Justin Daigle sitting in the box. McCullum passing that over to True. True taking a shot, blocked by Regan. I think he blocked that with his midsection. McCullum taking a shot just to the right of the goal there. Rusky Jones just losing the puck, trying to keep it in the zone. McCullum keeping it in close to offside. Devlin will chip it up. Puck comes around now. Devlin almost went for a change. Good work to not have McIntosh come out before. Could have been a too many men call. Regan with the puck in the corner. He'll chip that up. Almost like a penalty kill play attempt. Oh, everyone misses the puck there except Brooks, the last man in defence there, well, playing goaltender. Amston, another pass up to Ross, just loses it. Amston again with possession, passing over to Harford. Harford centralised pass to Ross. Ross losing it there, shipping it out. Vesper. Harford passing to Amston. Unable to contain the pass, skates back to collect it. Tried to keep it in, is Regan. Brooks now to Amston. Harford with it, he skates up. Tried to pass it onto McRae's stick, but that will go for icing. McRae was not past that red line.
No, he was not, but Devlin was definitely chasing as Flynn Hayward-Jones had to skate back to be in good position. As here's another shot of that dumping clearance, and Hart gets skating onto it. He takes away the stick of the defender there, and Brooks is forced to play it into the corner into a little bit more safety than right in front of his net.
So some offensive zone time for the Admirals if they can keep the puck in the zone. Haven't had too much of it yet this first period. Only 4 shots on goal so far as well. Amston passing that up to Sofa. They will exit their own defensive zone. Big hip check by Stephen. Love to see it. Well timed, well positioned, right into the boards. Those are sometimes quite hard to time properly, but he did it quite well.
Yeah, it looked very good. The hip check is very underrated. Good skill to have.
We got Quinn dumping the puck out. Mawson will come away with it. Tried to toe drag around. Devlin with the puck, dumping that in. Sofa chasing. Hit onto Hayward-Jones. Sistroni passing up to Quinn. Quinn unable to clear it. Will go to the point for the Stampede. The shot to the left along the ice. Burns. Burns on the point. Taking a shot. Oh, bouncing off of Hayward-Jones and into the net. Sort of an own goal, but would be awarded to Burns as he was the last Stampede player to touch it.
Bit of an unfortunate play there if you are a pure NZ Admirals fan, but Stampede are getting their 3rd goal here. Burns at the point, elects to shoot it, always a good option. Hits something out of Hayward-Jones's equipment and then goes straight into the net over Chaba's glove. Oh, it goes off the shin pad and up. It actually ricochets upwards, almost like a perfect deflection if you are another team, but not the one you want if it's an Admiral.
Yeah, Stampede player would be very impressed if he managed to tip it in like that.
They'll take it.
Yeah, that will be a good goal regardless. So 3-1 to the SkyCity Stampede. Currently looking like a different game to last night. Stampede sort of taking away a bit of a lead here. McIntosh hassled. Shot from McCullum right on the blue line. Harrison passing it behind the net. Rusky Jones putting that to the point for McCullum. Back to Rusky Jones. Harrison just keeping the puck. Vesper tries to chip it out, goes right to McCullum who takes the shot. And Chuba just with the glove on the ice to make the save.
He had little extracurriculars afterwards as well. I think Harrison was trying to get the rebound if there was one. Number 8 for the Stampede. So the shot comes through and Chaba gloves it, but Harrison's stick is just trying to take a whack at it. And I think Daig's there. He's out of the box now and kind of saying, oh, yeah, please don't do that. Being nice.
Being nice. I'm sure only nice words were said.
Polite Canadian young man he is. He's Kiwi now as well.
Yeah, what's the word for Kaniwi? Is that what I heard?
Oh,
yeah,
I've been called it many times. So fellow Kiwi can.
True taking a shot, attempted tip for Freya, just missing the net. Devlin back pass to Ross. Ross looking for a pass.
But Stampede looking in pretty good control here, Josh, and the last bit of this first period.
They've had a lot of offensive zone time in this first period. They've been kind of making the Admirals have to chase for it. Ross with the puck, collecting it in the neutral zone. McCullum. Pass into center ice for Devlin. Devlin just keeps it, battling against Quinn. McCullum, pass to True. True, trying to pass it out, taken away by Sevigny. Sevigny circling around, does a pass while on his knee. No, not Sevigny, McIntosh with the puck now. He'll pass it to the defense partner. Daigle now. Backhand pass over to Mawson. Mawson trying to charge in. He's hoping to bowl true over with it. McIntosh now away. He's got a little bit of space and time. He stops. Waiting for some of his teammates to catch up with him. And we're going to hit the end of the first period there, Ian.
Yeah, so good action again. This is a very high-scoring first period with Stampede getting 3 goals off 12 shots. So 1 out of 4, and that's the same ratio, if you like, for the West Auckland team getting 1 goal on 4 shots. Probably not the amount they want, but they'll take the ratio, I would expect. So hopefully to see if that they can get the shot count up, that maybe they can generate a bit more offense. But they did kill a fair amount of penalties in that period with a double minor to Justin Daig, and also, yeah, just a bit of a penalty trouble, I guess, for the Admirals. But they are maybe they got stung a little bit too early, and they haven't really recovered overall.
Yeah, the Admirals need to look at, I guess, not having so much time stuck in their own defensive zone. Stampede are very much keeping them there. Stampede are looking quite a bit better tonight, I would say. I don't know if McRae is that big of a difference. He's definitely noticeable on the ice.
First play makes a difference. Well, McIntosh gets that goal, and then another play with a great pass from behind the line. So he's already an impactful player and making a difference. Perhaps the Stampede have taken a different approach with Chalice out of the lineup, reshuffling things, and maybe that's also influencing the way they are playing with him out of the lineup. And it seems to be working right now. They're generating a lot of offense, doing excellent with their breakouts from their own zone, not allowing the Admirals a lot of time in their own zone, or the defensive zone. So they would like to continue the way they're playing, at least into the second and third.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will be wrapping up here for the first period, and we will see you guys in 10 minutes.
Kia ora whanau, ko Ian Tokuinua alongside Josh Kretschmar. Welcome back to the second period action of this NZIHL live stream game between Pure New Zealand Admirals and the SkyCity Stampede. So a bit of a different game here tonight, Josh. We've got Stampede up 3-1 right now. Yesterday's game was a good contest, had a lot of hits, big action, and a suspension as well. So that 5-minute major plus 20-minute misconduct carried over. And Jordan Chalice out of the lineup tonight, and Admirals scored twice, making it 5-2 hockey game. And this is a 2-goal differential here at the moment. SkyCity Stampede up 3-1.
Yeah, so just getting ready. We've got the referees skating around, warming up. So yeah, big game. We've got, I mean, if the Stampede manage to keep this lead to the end of the game, that will put them back up on first again, tied with the Admirals. They will have both of those teams will have 2 games in hand compared to the Botany Swarm, who are sitting just behind them. But the Botany Swarm still actually have to host the Stampede, and they still haven't even played the Admirals this season as well.
That's right. That's their last games of the season. So the Admirals getting ready to come back out. And just a bit of a scoring summary from the first period. The Stampede started it off with Connor Harrison passing it to Colin McIntosh, getting the first of the game. And there was a 2-minute minor to Soffer for interference. That was killed off, and then Sam Moses gets a goal for the West Auckland Admirals. That was a bit controversial, I guess you could say, potential offside, but that was played on. And then the Stampede quickly respond. Mike McRae inserting himself into the lineup, taking Jordan Chalice's spot, I guess. And he passed a great pass over to McIntosh, and he scored, and they hooked up again. Sorry, not again, but later on in that first period, Callum Burns took a shot from the point, and it redirected off of kind of a shin or a pad of someone on the Admirals and went top corner on Chaba. So Burns credited with the goal and it was assisted by Devlin and Axel Rusky-Jones.
Yeah, that last goal is kind of just one of those goals that the Admirals need to shake off, pretend it didn't happen, because they kind of almost did everything right except tipped the puck the wrong way. Sometimes that's just how physics works. So almost ready here for the face-off. We've got Vesper facing off against McIntosh to start the second period. We've got the crowd starting a clapping chant here. Rusty Anchorbottom helping out the crowd to get them roared up.
Great name.
Oh, we got that bounce from the Zamboni door. It's already happened tonight. We may see that happen a few times more. A shot there, Freer onto Chubba making the save.
Yeah, that bounced right off the door and then gives an opportunity, but Freer has it, takes it in, does a nice snapshot, and Chubba's in good position to make that save.
Face-off one for the Pure NZ Admirals. Justin Daigle passing the puck round. Amston will just lose it there. Ross dumping the puck in. Freer chasing on the other side against Daigle. Henry with the puck. Chip that off the boards. McCullum passing that over to Amston. Amston, long cross-ice pass. Not going for icing. It was tipped, deemed the linesman. Daigle trying to pass that up. Hart collects it. Cross-ice pass over to Taylor Kennedy. Sorry, not Taylor Kennedy. The puck will come out to the neutral zone now. McIntosh, backhand chip. Rusky Jones leaning all over Quigley, trying to get possession. Quigley will end up with it. Quigley looking for a pass. Backhand pass to Regan. Alex Regan just setting up, waiting for his teammates to get into possession. Almost losing it there. Long chip pass off of the boards. But the Stampede will dump that puck back into the zone. Quigley collecting it in front of the net. Pass over to Quinn. Quinn will skate around Burns. Bump Burns into the wall there. Ollie Rusky-Jones skating out now. He tries to stick handle around Moses, but Moses gets in the way. The other, Harrison taking a hip check by Quinn. We do have a penalty on the play.
Yeah, that was a bit more of a trip. Oh, you called it interference.
Interference.
Yeah, it does get in the way of Harrison, who was skating with speed. Puts the puck he does a self-pass in around the stick out of the reach, and then Quinn sees him, goes for him. They also call that submarining. So if you go a little bit too low and take the guy out like that, and he's just already in motion, he's kind of defenseless. Not really, but that does technically call as interference. So the Stampede back on the power play.
Yeah, so possession for the Stampede. McIntosh pass around into the slot for Ross. Just whiffing on the shot, though. Ross backhand pass to McRae. McRae hassled by Hayward-Jones. Puck ends up on McIntosh's stick. McCullum on the point. Back to McIntosh. Collects it with his skate. Pass through the legs there for Freer to put it in, but just missing the net. Ross will skate back and collect it. Ross will dump. Just made the red line. Backhand pass. McIntosh on the right wing. Back pass to McCullum. Skating on the blue line. Takes a shot. Saved by Chubba.
Yeah, Justin almost through to the minute mark. Minute and 8 seconds in the penalty to number 41, Quinn. Stampede working the puck around on the rock replay here. McCollum at that top point takes a wrist shot, and that gets through, but Chaba is able to see it and make a stop.
Stampede winning the face-off, but player was not in position to collect it where the puck ended up going, so they have to skate back and collect it and reset their offensive zone entrance. Ross enters the zone now. McRae with the pass intended for Freya. His stick got tangled up. Not able to get a shot away. McIntosh skating in. Shot just into traffic. Probably hoping a puck will bounce the right way. Ross cross-ice pass. Went for a long pass over to McRae, who was almost open, but Quigley got in the way to block the passing lane.
Yeah, Stampede looking to make some nice passes across, but electing to pass instead of shoot, so they need to possibly get a little more shots on net. They're going to try and break through the Admiral defense.
Admirals dump the puck again, trying to kill that penalty. They got 10 seconds left. Can they do it? Amston setting up behind his own net. Amston skating out now. Pass to Harrison. Harrison skating in with speed. Puck bouncing. Chubba just using his stick to try and get it out, and it bounces the right way. Oh, another miss there. Not sure if that bounced off of somebody or something, but the puck does not go into the net, and Chubba will baseball glove save that puck there.
Oh, and Harrison gives him an extra slash in the process. So Stampede all over the Admirals there. That puck was really close to crossing the line. Harrison gets in. Chaba makes the pad save, tries to bat it out of the air. I think the defender comes in and clears it out of harm's way, but then the puck comes in again. Where does this go? Does that even hit anything? So this puck's in the air, bounces down, cleared by the defender, Hayward-Jones, comes back in again. And this bit here goes, he just kind of airmails it over.
I think Chubba made the initial blocker save on that, but Stampede not able to score from such a good opportunity. We're coming Devlin with the puck now. Went for a shot in the middle, Rusky Jones. Went behind the net. Admirals now heading the other way. Quigley skating in. We go on the corner. Big hit coming. Burns. Sorry, not Burns. That's Harford. Oh, no, it is Burns.
Yep,
I'm
Burns.
very mixed up. Burns entering the zone now. Cross-ice pass. Freer. Backhand pass. McIntosh now with it. Tried to get to Freer in the center. He loses it, though. Mawson now coming out. Mawson makes a red line and dumps the puck. Brooks stopping the puck behind the net, making it easier for Burns to pick up. Burns looking for a long ice pass to McIntosh. Stampede still continuing with that long stretch pass strategy. Freer just putting the stick in the right place to interrupt progression there for the Admirals. Sevigny, cross ice pass Stroni just touching the puck while it was in an offside position.
Well, no, that was Regan that was still in the offside position. I think Stroni or Moses was in a good spot to hold onto it, but he does touch it while Regan was still in that offensive zone, so that's why we're going to get an offside call there. But Admirals struggling a little bit to get through into the offensive zone as Stampede really stretching them, holding a lot of possession of the puck.
Yeah, Daigle will dump that in. True collecting it, passing to his defense partner McCullum. McCullum holding up. Back to True. True chipping that off the boards. We'll go to Daigle, then Sofa's stick. Chubba will stop the puck behind the net. Hayward Jones. Backhand pass straight to Sofa's stick in the passing lane, interrupting it. Shot was True. Blocked. Big open eyes hit. Both players falling down. It was Devlin and Vespa colliding at center ice. Pass entering the zone now. Halted by True. McCullum. Long pass up McRae. He'll dump that. Most of the Stampede will go for a change on that. Puck's gone down the other end for not an icing as Brooks touched the puck there. Harrison now with it. Connor Harrison passing that. Picked off by Stephen. Puck at center ice. Harrison now coming in. Taking a shot, saved by Chubb with the glove.
Yeah, some really aggressive play by the SkyCity Stampede, and they are stretching the Admirals an awful lot. This replay here, we see the Admirals trying to get through, and then that open ice collision. Vesper sees Devlin coming and prepares and braces himself. Good rock replay right there, as one of the guys got rocked a little bit, for sure.
Yeah, lots of hits so far in this game. More to come. Amson taking a shot, but saved by Chubba. Go for another face-off.
Yeah, but if you look at that shot count, Josh, Admirals still sitting only at 4. That means they have not registered a shot on goal in this period, and we've played already 7 minutes. Stampede really holding fort here.
Yeah, not really how the Admirals are wanting to play this game. They need to get that shot count up. Mawson making the red line. Shot on net there. See if that one ends up getting counted by the score sheet team. Do we have a penalty? We do have a penalty.
Yeah, we've got looks like it's a slashing call, Josh. So Stampede are going to be penalized, as Amston's not too happy about it, questioning a little bit, wondering what. He's like, did you see this? My stick was in my hand, so you can get that on the replay. We shall see.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one myself. But we, hopefully can see that one later. The pure NZ Admirals heading to the power play. Good opportunity to get some more shots on goal. They've currently got 5. Can they extend it now? Regan on the point. Past the Daigle over to Ben Stephen. Stephen to Daigle. Quick shot there. Just left of Brooks. Stampede coming out of it now. Ross skating in. Kind of a pass into the middle. Not really intended to make a scoring play there, just trying to kill a bit of time. Mawson skating in now. Will chuck that into the corner. He's got it behind the net, chasing his own dumping play.
Yeah, he did well. There was no winger pressure, so he decided to go and get it himself. Why not?
Yeah, he had the momentum. He's got the puck again now. Cuts in.
Needs support. There's 3 Stampede players converging on him.
Yeah, trying to do the whole power play by himself. That's not going to work out. This is a team sport. Henry, back pass to Hayward Jones. Sistroni on the ring, on the wing. Chips that in. Burns will clear that puck. Devlin making sure the puck does get out of the zone. Tried to chip it a bit further, but interrupted. Hart with the puck behind the net. Pass up to Hayward Jones on his left. Henry just managing to get around True to enter the zone. Henry still with it. Onto the point there. Shot. Digging and digging, but unable to get the puck anywhere as it was under Brooks's glove.
So Admirals showing a bit more pushback, and it is definitely on the power play for them, but Stampede are holding and withstanding. Shot from that side area, it does get through, and 2 Admirals there trying to battle for any rebound, but nothing coming of that.
23 seconds left in Amston's penalty. Stampede winning the face-off and dumping it out. Chuba coming out of his net. Regan just being held there. Vesper skating in. Hayward Jones just whiffing on a shot. Harrison will knock the puck out. Admirals will have to tag up. I believe that was 2 shots on goal for the pure NZ Admirals. Better chances, but looking to get a goal. Passing up to Sevigny. Just losing it though. Regan trying to backhand chip it, but McIntosh in the way. Hard to put a puck through a player. Regan now skating on the right wing. Stops, cuts in. Tries to shoot. Vesper getting hit on the boards. Sevigny, circle round. Saw something happen in the middle. Vesper holding Amston's skate as he's falling down. We would have missed out on camera. It was behind the play.
Nothing there. The ref's in good position, just electing to play on.
Moses put that on Vesper's skate. Vesper taking a bit of a bump by Sofa. McRae passing that up to Sofa. Kennedy now. Not able to get the puck out. Does he do it here? He does now. Hart now with it on the wing. Tries to cut it in. McRae will just come in and interrupt it though. Mawson with the puck. Chipping up to Kennedy. Back to Mawson. He'll use momentum to skate through. Bumping into McCullum there. Sorry, not McCullum, Rusky Jones. Rusky Jones put onto McRae's skate. McRae backhands at centre ice for Devlin to pick up. Mawson using his skate to stop the puck. Admirals now heading on the offensive. Taking a shot just above the net. Hayward Jones putting it in the corner. Back to Hayward Jones. Tried to take a shot, but Ross just there in time to break up a pass or scoring opportunity. Hayward Jones trying to collect it off the boards. Puck bounces out. Now McIntosh has it. Hayward Jones just losing it. McIntosh again interrupting him. Nolan Ross and McIntosh trying to decide who wants the puck more. McIntosh ends up with a shot in the middle. Freya just not able to get all of it to put it in the net.
Yeah, their top line for the SkyCity Stampede going to work, really working around that outside and then bringing it towards the middle, setting up whoever they can find in the front. And all alone was Freer. Doesn't get all of it. It kind of looks like it bounces off of his stick. No, probably not expect. Oh, he did get it. He tried to one-time it, but it was a rolling puck. So another chance for the Stampede.
I think that was a Chuba save there as the puck was going through the crease. Shot there by McIntosh, looking for that hat trick. The save by Chuba.
Yeah, he's stopping an awful lot of rubber right now. Chuba is keeping the Admirals in this game. They have had an awful lot of shots already. 21 or 22 registered shots. That one by McIntosh looking to go on that glove side, but Chuba again flashes the leather on the glove. And the Admirals get a D-zone face-off.
Yeah, Chuba currently sitting on an .864 save percentage. The Stampede will be looking to hopefully make that save percentage go down for them to score more goals. With Kennedy with the puck. We've got something going on. I'm hearing the crowd saying something. I see an icing call by the ref.
No, the ref has got his hand up for a penalty. Someone is definitely going. And it looks like what the symbol is. He hasn't made.
So Andrew Hart's going into the box.
Andy Hart is going in. He's sending him out of the game.
So I'm a little confused.
I don't know what this symbol. That's a new symbol. Whatever
that's an icing symbol, but
like
that's
a
not
haka symbol as well. I don't know. I would love to see a referee just start doing the haka. That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
we'll
looks
get confirmation as to what that. I have not seen that. He's exiting the game.
Andrew Hart
ejected.
leaving the game. As soon as we see the penalty call, we'll let you know, because
someone let us know in the chat, please. When he put two arms out like that, one over top of the other, what is that supposed to mean?
I don't keep a rule book on me handy. I really should for these games. So the Admirals will now need to put someone in the box to serve Andrew Hart's penalty.
And it looks like Vince will be going in, number 4. So anytime there is an ejection, someone from the team will have to serve the penalty, but he's been ejected from the game.
Oh, and I see 5 minutes on the board here, so
that's a major penalty.
5-minute major heading the other way this time. So a 5-minute power play for the SkyCity Stampede.
We'll double check to see if there was anything on camera that he may have done.
And McIntosh of the park, backhand pass to McRae, who will skate to it. Back to McIntosh. Shot by Ross. McRae.
Blocked by Regan, and he's feeling it.
Yeah, he's limping a little bit there. Doing what a good defenseman does with a blocked shot. Almost an attempt there for McIntosh. McRae stopping the puck on the point. Passes to McIntosh. Playing in Gretzky's office. We've got McCullum. McCullum backhand pass over to McIntosh behind. Regan trying to get the puck out. Stampede will steal possession though. McCullum on the point. McCullum passes over to McRae. Passing over to another Stampede player. McCullum from the quarterback position. McIntosh now skating towards it. Freer jumping in. Oh, big
from
hit.
behind. He hit Mawson directly from the back. Not okay. We've seen already one major penalty, so that was pretty bad. Luckily, Mawson, he was up right away. If you take a look at this one on replay, that was not good.
Yeah, I'd like to see it again on the replay. It kind of looked like Mawson jumped in front of him to almost take that hit.
Oh, no, that's right from the back.
Yeah.
That's an elbow in the numbers.
Did hit him from
behind. They were
behind.
going in towards the puck to battle for it, but Mawson does have his back towards him. You might see here in that replay with what happens with Andrew Hart. He takes a hit, goes down.
So I see the penalty is actually a butt-ending penalty. So
what does he
maybe
do?
we see it here.
Oh, maybe it's just out of shot there. He might have done it. So
yeah.
butt ending, that might have been what that was. That symbol, again, does not happen very often. We had a cup
guess-
check yesterday, and then that as a butt ending. I mean,
guess that makes sense, the signal that he was doing. Sort of.
I don't know. Most people have different interpretations with the word butt and how it ends.
So
it hasn't ended well for Andy Hart. He has been sent out of the game with a 5-minute major. The penalty now, we have to get confirmation with what it looks like 2 minutes for Lachlan Freer. So that would be, I believe, a boarding penalty.
Yes, we'll play 4-on-4 for roughly 2 minutes here. I will also note that a butt-ending penalty can come with a suspension, so we might need to catch that on the next games that we will not be hosting. There'll be some other commentators. I'll hopefully keep you in the loop on that one. So 4-on-4, we've got Devlin skating in. We've got a bit of space on the ice now to make some fancy moves. Devlin trying to skate around Kennedy. Devlin just getting knocked down there. True with the puck, takes a shot, saved by Chubba. Harrison over to McCullum. Harrison skating in front of the net. He was all alone, but Chubba makes the save.
So Stampede going on the offensive even in this 4-on-4 situation that we have. There's 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the 5-minute major penalty. And as you see there, Harrison's always in there. He's digging around, looking for some loose change. As that puck wasn't fully covered, so he is entitled to try and go after it. But once it is covered, he's got to kind of leave it, let it be. And 1:11 onto Freer's penalty, so we're still 4-on-4 action here, Josh.
Yeah, Sofa getting the puck in the corner. Sevigny trying to get the puck out, but Sofa will interrupt it. Puck on the point there. I think that's Burns. Sofa trying to get a shot. Regan getting in the way. Regan losing his stick as it was tied up around Sofa. Heading the other way is the Admirals now. Sevigny. Sevigny on Burns, trying to hassle him in the corner. Spinning around. Burns will get that up to Sofa. Mawson now with the puck in the Admiral zone. Spinorama by Mawson, shaking off an attacker. Regan off of the boards up to Quinn. Quinn, no look pass to Sevigny. Sevigny cuts in, dances along the blue line, loses it. Ross coming in now. Kind of got a 1-on-3 situation going on. Ross gets it to McRae. McRae just missing the pass though. McIntosh now with it. He'll pass that back for McCullum to pick up in the neutral zone.
And Stampede are now full strength, so they have a power play situation.
So back on the power play, minute 50 to go. Ross taking a shot, saved by Chubba. Puck squirting out now. McCullum passing it into the middle for Ross. McRae taking a shot.
Off the crossbar.
Did that iron? Yeah, that it took a weird bounce. It must have hit the crossbar there. McIntosh waiting for his teammates to tag out. Does, and he will dump that round. Freya. Puck ends up on McCullum's skate and stick. Freya. McCullum taking a shot from the point. Big rebound. McRae in position, but not able to make anything of it. We've got Ross on the side. Shot for McIntosh. Just high. Not sure if Chubba got a touch on that or not. Ross passing it to McCullum. Into the middle for McIntosh. To McRae. Centering it. Pad saved by Chubba, interrupting a pass.
And the Admirals do clear, but man, they had some great looks there. Some Stampede shots that just had Chubba on the other side, but missing the net was McIntosh on the one-timer. 40 seconds left in the Admirals penalty.
McIntosh collected it on the right wing. He'll enter the zone. Backing up. Skating back in. McCullum. Pass to McRae. McRae trying to get it to a teammate. Ross has it now. Nolan Ross back to McCullum. McCullum back to Ross. Spins around. Back to McCullum. Takes a slap shot. Blocked by Kennedy from his skate.
Yeah, the Admirals will be looking to, if they do kill this off, they'll be buoyed by that after a 5-minute major penalty.
Puck almost bounced the wrong way for McCullum. Could have very easily hit Brooks in the back of the leg and in. Got lucky on that one. Burns skating in on the right wing. Taking a shot just high. No goals for that 5-minute power play. When they did have 2 minutes of it taken up by 4-on-4. But that was 3 minutes of power play time. The Stampede unable to make a goal from it. Devlin interrupting the pass. Devlin and Henry now trying to battle for it. Tying each other up. Devlin almost doing a cartwheel on the ice there. Amston taking a shot. Just misses the net. Heading the other way is the Pure NZ Admirals. Vesper dumping that into the corner. Collected on the left side for the Pure NZ Admirals. Amston cutting in, trying to poke check. Using the body. Cutting in is Mawson. Mawson trying to toe drag round. Still has possession. Keeps it in. Backhand pass. Shot. Sevigny just missing the net. Regan on the point. Stephen now. Sevigny will collect it. Amston just falling over. Regan taking a shot. Amston getting the stick in the way. Brooks not needing to make the save, and Amston will do it for him. Burns skating back now. Taking a very light bump in the corner. Russ now in the left wing. Skating in. Turns around. Holtz passes that to McIntosh. McIntosh trying to dangle around Mawson, but Mawson will get in the way. McCullum dump that into the corner. Regan going to pick it up. Backhand pass to Vince. Puck chips up, stays in play. Vince now with it. Takes a hit, makes the play, dumps the puck around. Moses trying to get the puck now. Was a little tied up. Regan skating back.
Last minute of play in the second period.
This has been a fast period, I will say, despite all the penalties that we've seen. McIntosh getting the puck into the zone. Passes that up to McRae. McCullum. Jet McCullum. Passing into the middle. Pad saved by Chubba. Moses now. skating out. He's got streaking Hayward Jones trying to support him. Just missing on the shot there. Vince now taking a shot from the quarterback position. Saved. Pad saved by Brooks. Puck right in the middle now. Blocked. Vespa unable to make a shot. True trying to backhand dump it in. Sistroni will chip that out. And we are done for the second period. What a good period, Ian.
Yeah, surprisingly no goals scored. So we finished the same as we started with 3 goals to the Stampede and 1 to the West Auckland Admirals, Pure New Zealand Admirals. Quite a few penalties and 2 major penalties in this game already called, Josh. We have learned something new as well. The double arm action from the referee results in a butt-ending penalty, and quite possibly we could see some extra, like not extracurricular, but some extra resulting from that, like possible suspension or carryover into next set of games if that is a reviewable offense, as I would imagine it is. Butt ending is a very serious thing, and a 5-minute major plus 20-minute game misconduct. That is a hefty, hefty fine in these IHF rules. So yeah, as you said, like nothing, no score, but a lot of action, a lot of shots, mainly from the Stampede. Not an awful lot from the West Auckland Admirals, but they did manage to get some on their power play, plus 4-on-4. So overall, a very good period.
Yeah, I will try and do some research in the intermission as to what the potential suspension could be. The disciplinary kind of guide is free, available online if you'd like to do your own research as well. Because
just in your own free time.
In your own free time.
Enjoy that.
If you, some lighter reading. So yeah, we will get ready for the third period though. Currently 3-1 score for the SkyCity Stampede.
Kia ora whanau, welcome back to this NZIHL live stream broadcast ko in Toko Inawa, no Canada aho, and coming at you from Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland here, Josh. We are the commentating crew, and we are commentating this fantastic game that we've got between the SkyCity Stampede and the Pure New Zealand West Auckland Admirals.
Yeah, ka pai, Ian. We are looking at a third period, about to get started. I've done a little bit of research, so I read through the disciplinary PDF that you can find on the NZIHL Hockey website. So a butt ending does usually come with a 2-game suspension, which will be, quite devastating for the Admirals losing Andrew Hart. Those 2 games, if that does end up being the case, will be the ones playing against the Botany Swarm. So crosstown rivals, Andrew Hart is probably always looking forward to those sorts of games. As long as he keeps himself clean, he'll be able to play the next series against the Botany Swarm. But yeah, at the moment, not looking too good for Andrew Hart.
No, then that is the case with 2-game suspension, missing that. And I think when you're talking about suspensions, it makes me think of the one to Jordan Chalice. And I believe Chalice will have one more game to serve, and that will be the round where they're playing against Canterbury Red Devils. So as you have researched as well, so he'd missed one of those 2 games. And when you boil it down, that's a good chunk of the season. When the teams here play only 16 games, missing 2 of them, that's an eighth of your season already gone.
Yeah, almost the equivalent of that would be like 10 games in the NHL compared to like their game length, their season length, the amount of games they played. So yeah, I mean, we obviously have this suspension stuff in process to avoid any sort of not stuff we don't really want to see on the ice, dangerous hits. We don't want players getting hurt. A lot of these players are actually paying out of their own pocket to play in this league. They all do have full-time jobs outside of ice hockey, so we don't want anyone playing in this league not able to go to work the next day. That is just not what we're about here in the New Zealand Ice Hockey League.
No, not at all. I mean, there's obviously some gentlemanly conduct or like sportsmanship in between the sport in both teams and both games in this league. However, you know, these teams, they are in a battle. They're always battling, and they want to get one up on their competition, and that's just the nature of sports. You got winners and losers, and in this case, you've got the reigning and long-time defending champions, SkyCity Stampede, and they are there for a reason. They have set the standard for a number of years in this league, and Admirals are looking to match it and equal them and potentially topple them over. So we'll see how this third period unfolds.
Yeah, you said it right, Ian. We do have pretty much the top 2 teams for the past decade playing tonight. The Stampede have won every single Burgell Cup since 2015, minus 1 year in 2018 when the Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals managed to win it. Shot off the crossbar there. Ross just missing. Need to be an inch lower to make it into the goal. So yeah, we have a good game tonight. The Admirals, I was going to say the Admirals need to still go down to Queenstown, but they've already played in Queenstown this season. So this game will be wrapping up their kind of league series.
Yeah, that's right. So they play 2 games at their home rink, and then they travel to the other team's home rink, and it does that off like back and forth to equal up all the 16 games of the regular season. And then once they get slotted into what position they're in, that'll determine semifinals results.
Yeah, so we do have a new playoff system as well this year. We've got the top 4 teams making the playoffs. Number 1 will play number 4, and number 2 will play number 3, with the top seeds having home ice advantage. So a little bit different. That does give more opportunities for teams to make the playoffs. So as we start calling the game here, we've got the Hayward Jones taking a shot from the point, but saved by Brooks. Mawson from center ice, passing it up to Quinn. Quinn skating around Amston. Quinn behind the net. Backhand pass right into the crease. And the Stampede managed to dump the puck out.
So a bit of a counter attack from the Pure New Zealand Admirals. They get that puck on net. Hayward Jones shooting it there, and Brooks reads it well. He kind of crouches down really low as a goaltender. He looks small if you're a shooter, but he's so agile and quick that he is able to take away a lot of time and space. Very deceptive if you're a shooter shooting against him.
Yeah, it is a bit deceptive. You think there's a big open hole in the net, and then suddenly Brooks is in the way making the save.
He's very cat-like.
Yeah.
His reflexes.
Mimosa skating down the left wing, looking for a backhand pass. McIntosh interrupting it, not letting the puck into the crease. Callum Burns chip that out to McRae. He'll dump that. Chuba making the glove save. He'll just freeze that as McRae stares him down.
Chuba decided to wonder, oh, am I going to play this or not? And then I'll wait for someone to come by, and then I'll hold on to it and freeze it. And McRae just kind of staunches over top of him, wondering, hey, can I get that, please? I want to take that puck and score.
Yeah, so the referee won't actually blow the whistle until there is pressure put on the goalie. Otherwise, the referee will be asking the goalie to play the puck. So we don't want to be waiting around forever for the puck to just sit under the glove. We want to keep playing. We're here to see some action, which we have seen plenty here tonight. There's still some more to come. Burns behind the net. He'll dance to his left. Sofa cross-ice pass intended for McRae, but Regan will pick it up. He'll go behind his net, ready to set up. Looking for his opportunity here. Just manages to get it to Vesper. Vesper trying to skate round, just losing the puck. McIntosh now with it. He'll chip it out, but Mawson will collect it on the red line. Passing it to Flynn Hayward-Jones. Brooks knocking the puck out of the net, trying to make the save.
Yeah, well, the Admirals getting some shots on net. It's good to see that they're mounting some more attack. They're definitely going to need to try and break through at some point in this game here in this third period. We've got 17 minutes. Stampede having a 2-goal lead and dominating the shot category with 26 shots already.
Hayward-Jones taking a shot from the point, just missing the net. Mawson passing it into the middle. Shot was Quinn. Saved by Brooks. Mawson going behind the net. True will whip that round. Puck going high. We've got True backhand passing it up to Nolan Ross. Ross skating around Mawson. Oh, puck just leaving Chuba's glove and into the net. Kind of had the half save there. Not enough to keep it out though.
But that is a goal.
Yeah, 4-1 to the SkyCity Stampede.
Yes, so Ross with a bit of steam comes in with speed, takes a hard wrist shot. Chuba makes the initial save off the glove, but it must go enough strength over the top of the glove and in the net with this replay there. As you see it, oh, Chuba, that's a heartbreaker. Has it, and then it just goes right in over top.
Initially in the glove and then rolled along his arm right into the net. Very unfortunate. Stampede now kind of with 2 goals that I guess have primarily deflected off of their own players, but they all still count. So we've got a 4-1 game. We've got a bit of do-si-do here. A hit out of not within the play at all. We're going to continue. Crowd not too happy in the pirate ship tonight. Kennedy trying to knock that out, but Harrison will keep it in. McIntosh getting through. Did hear a whistle. That will be an offside.
Yeah, you wonder who was involved in that. That's Harrison in on the forecheck, kind of wrapping his arms right around Regan, and Regan holds on. Then they continue play. Harrison gives him an extra hit well after the puck has been released.
Way after. Anyway, we're going to continue on. We've got Amston out the puck. He'll chip that into the corner. Was deflected off an Admirals player, so it won't be an icing. We've got Mawson. Went to go in front of the net. Decides behind the net will be a lot safer. He's going around. Stick lifted a couple of times, but he's hard on that stick. He's still got possession. He dumped it though. Big hit behind the play as well. Amston taking a hit, spinning him around. Mawson chipping it up. Mawson receives a hit from Harrison. Sticks flying a bit wildly as well. Going to continue on. We're going to see quite a bit of this let go, I think. Hayward-Jones cuts in. Chipping off the board. No winger to receive the pass though. Amston, cross-ice pass right into the center. Henry blocking it. Sevigny trying to get it. Hassle by Devlin. Just onside. Sevigny did not slide over the blue line enough, so we're going to continue on. Another hit behind the play.
They just keep coming.
Hits behind the play everywhere tonight. We need to have that second camera watching behind the play the whole time. McRae taking a slap shot before the blue line. Saved by Chuba though. Regan circling around, didn't like what he saw. Passing it to Stephen. Cross ice pass for Quinn. Sevigny just missing it, collects it now. Regan with it. Regan skating in. Drop pass to Quinn who takes a shot. I think that was saved by Brooks on the blocker. Just tripping up was Quinn. Kennedy. Pass off the boards. Freer coming in high on the hit. Freer now off the puck. Good pass over to Ross. Regan sprawling. 5-hole goal for Nolan Ross. 2 goals tonight. And then we've got a 5-1 game now.
Yeah, another guy you want to leave alone as Ross gets a nice pass feed up and he cuts in right in the blue line. Seeing that there's a 2-on-1 shaping up, avoids the defender who's going down. Nice shot, low, hard along the ice. Going 5-hole against Chaba, really opening up that lead for the SkyCity Stampede. What a shot here as a goal scorer's goal there. 5-hole on Chaba, and that's a 5-1 hockey game.
I have a feeling I have potentially jinxed the team here for the Puck League predictor. I said the Stampede was going to win the first game and the Admirals was going to win the second game. I'm going to end up with 0 points this weekend, it's looking like. But we've still got a bit of time for the Admirals to try and catch up. Hopefully get me a point on that standings.
Yeah, well, there's 13 minutes, 49 seconds remaining, and the Admirals just trying to get some form of offense going as Sistroni comes in, has a great shot. But from that distance, Aston Brooks is going to make light work of that. Just like Hart Electrical. Hart Electrical is one of the sponsors here for the Pure New Zealand Admirals. He might get more work now that he's not going to be playing in the next couple of games. Sorry, buddy, I had to say it.
So I was thinking it too, but you said it. The Henry chipping the puck in from the red line. Stampede with possession. Just puck loose in the middle here. Rusky Jones will collect it. Hayward Jones, the 2 number 9s. Vespa now with it. Circling around. Trying to shake off Rusky Jones. Pass on the boards. Hayward Jones having to slow down to properly collect it. Vespa now with it. Oh, tried to get a shot away, perhaps backhand. Unable to do so. Oh, Sistroni just sticking a knee out. Trying to make the hit. Everyone looks all right, though. Sistroni now losing the stick behind the play. Hayward Jones circling around. Admirals are not going to be able to enter the zone. Sistroni was late getting back. Vespa can now. He's stick getting lifted everywhere, though.
Yeah, 3 Stampede players on him.
Yeah, did well to kind of keep it. Now his stick goes... Oh, no, that's actually Sofa's stick going flying. We do have a penalty, I believe, from what I just called. May have missed that on the camera, though. So that was, again, behind the play. This is definitely a game you have to be here live to catch everything.
Absolutely, and we've got cameras almost everywhere. That is a holding the stick penalty, I believe, going against Dylan Devlin, who seems to have been always in the mix of something. He's in the action an awful lot in the game. Certainly a big-time gamer. Play a little bit on that edge.
So power play for the Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals. Good opportunity here to try and make the scoreline a bit more in their favour. Linesman just telling Mawson to step back a bit. He was too close up on the hash marks. We'll go Callum Burns chipping it behind the net. McRae just lying on top of him.
Yeah, you'll notice also on this power play that Justin Daigle hasn't been out there, and he hasn't been out there on the ice quite a lot for this third period. He's on the bench, but clearly not himself from that first period hit that he received from guess who, Dylan Devlin. So Admirals will look to shake things up on their power play unit.
Yeah, very interesting. Admirals potentially just wanting to protect Daigle a bit. No point putting him out there if he's not feeling 100%, because you need to keep him for the rest of the season nice and healthy as well. So it's the playoffs where the games become very important. We've got Regan entering the zone, passing it to himself along the boards. Puck for Sestroni, taking a shot. Brooks just getting his pads in the way to make the save.
Yeah, Declan Quinn was, in front of the net, trying to make a screen, but he was too far on the right-hand side of Aston Brooks. And that shot coming from Brooks' left-hand side from Sestroni, the right-handed shot, Brooks is able to see it quite easy and will make that save, whereas if it's in traffic, he's got more of a chance to not see it, or at least get something on it.
Puck gets dumped down. Chuba passing over to Regan. Regan over to Hayward Jones. Makes the zone, but loses the puck pretty much straight away for the Stampede to be able to dump it and kill more time off the penalty kill. We got Quinn on the left wing. Cross ice pass intended for Sestroni. Just losing it there. McCullum also whiffing on a pass. McCullum falling over. Yet we do have a tripping penalty on the play from that. McCullum just having his skates taken out of him.
Yeah, and it was the far end referee, so the crowd, a couple of the boo birds in the attendance letting the referee know that they're not happy with that one. But definitely stick on skates.
Yeah.
That's a tripping call. Doesn't matter which official called it. Unfortunately, that is the way the game goes, and that will kind of equal up the penalties.
Did you catch that sign there, Ian? Big red crossed out chalice there.
No chalice, yeah.
Love it. Glad we zoomed in on that one. Love to see all the different signs that we have going on at the rink. The fans, some of them are very, very passionate. They live and die for this league, which I love to see, because I know Ian and I are both one of those fans as well.
Absolutely, yeah. We love commentating the game. Another shot here.
Ooh,
Chubba
yeah.
flashes the leather. McRae getting in on the action, too, with a nice backhand. There it is there, number 22. What does it say? Chalice? Oh, no, it's crossed off. Spicy fans that we have out here in West Auckland. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, good to have a bit of banter here. It's all in good faith. Devlin coming out of the box now. So a short power play for the Stampede. Just in the corner there. Now to the point. McCullum dancing along the line. Nolan Ross trying to get it to McRae. Oh, just missed. Freya just wide of the net. Sevigny trying to dump it out. McCullum keeps it in. Quinn's going to try and then get it out. Gets it out, takes it back in, but then backhands the puck out of the zone for Brooks to collect.
So we've reached the halfway point of the third period here, Josh. 1 minute left in the penalty to Sestroni.
McIntosh skating in, still looking for that third goal tonight. Shot by McCullum, pad saved by Chuba. Now McIntosh along the boards. Pass kind of behind the net, McRae. Scored off of the back of Chuba. What a goal. Saw Chuba cheating a bit out in front of the net. Decided that's a good target. I'll bounce it off the back of his numbers.
Oh, man, what a goal by McRae. What on-ice vision. You can't teach that all the time, because he looks, seeing who's open, and he's like, oh, no, Chuba's gone down. He's off that post a little bit. Fires it in off of his body and in. What a goal by Michael McRae.
He wasn't even cheating that much.
No,
like,
he just
that
saw
was
a little bit.
Incredible to get that precision onto the shot and into the net. So 6-1, the SkyCity Stampede against the pure NZ West Auckland Admirals. Scores getting a bit away from the Admirals now. Going to be hard for them to catch up. Looking at a split series for both of the home and away. And we'll get another goal here.
It is just piling on the goals, the SkyCity Stampede, one after the other.
I believe that's Axel Rusky Jones getting the goal. I think that just went over the pads of Chuba. Skating in, tied up on the blue, but gets past.
That's that low blocker side as well, short side by the looks of it. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
A lot of net there for him to shoot at. We have 7-1 on the score sheet. What a turn of events. I was going to say there might have been a couple of holes in the brig in the ship at the moment, but it is starting to sink quickly for the Admirals. They need to get back in this game and get a couple of goals for sure.
Yeah, this is the kind of Stampede I'm used to watching. They seem to, this whole season, been kind of splitting all of their series. They split a series against the Swarm. They split against the Thunder as well.
Yeah.
The Admirals when they were down in Queenstown. And we're looking at another split series as well, which isn't going to bode well for the playoffs because you need to win pretty much all the games for the playoffs. But it's doing enough for them in the regular season to put them back into a first position spot. They will be tied against the pure NZ Admirals, both on 18 points. I am counting my chickens before they hatch, but with that scoreline, I'm feeling rather confident.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see again how things will eventuate, with these teams finishing 10 games played each. 6 to go.
Sofa collecting a pass center ice, but Quigley will take it away from him. Henry went to change. Oh, got to be careful here. There was 6 men on the ice when Henry played the puck. Anyway, we're going to continue. It was a very close one. McIntosh, long pass up to Sofa. Semi-breakaway here, backhand, colliding into
right
Chuba.
into the net.
And Chuba returning with a blocker to the body or face area. Usually that's a penalty as well if
nothing
using the
indicated
blocker.
by the referee. Sofer had the puck and he was on a breakaway, but he gets a shot and then he just barrels himself right into Chaba. That's going to have to place some onus on the player going in like that. Chaba not happy at all.
Yeah, just a shove after. The ref potentially thinking, he maybe deserved it for crashing into him. Get his payback in on him. I didn't see a hand up for anything, so it might not be even a goal to interference penalty.
So now they're going to give Chaba a penalty for roughing. That's unbelievable. And there's nothing against him when gets crashed into like that. Bit of a contrast, Josh, from the game from yesterday. Admirals had lots and lots of energy, and you can tell then when they lose somebody like their captain, Justin Daigle, and who hasn't played at all in this third period, they are a different team. He holds that back end solidly together, and now that is definitely an impacted area right now, whereas the penalties are starting to come. The goals are mounting up against the pure NZ Admirals. The scoreline's starting to get away from them. You just wonder, will composure be kept here, or will this start, as you mentioned, with all that tension, and will it spill over at all? Will we see anything with 8 minutes remaining? That's an awful long time with this 7-1 scoreline in effect.
Yeah, so a roughing call on Chuba, but under ice hockey rules, the goaltender cannot sit in the penalty box. I think it's because their gear is too big to fit through the penalty box door. So they do have another player sitting in for him, which will be Vince. So the SkyCity Stampede on a power play. Chuba currently with an 80% save percentage. Kind of unlike Chuba, usually sits around that high or low 90% save percentage. I think Aston Brooks might actually have
He's 95%.
The top of the league so far. And his result tonight will only increase that. So we've got a shot there. McIntosh got the hat trick.
There it is.
Off of that goal, right in the bumper position. Power play goal to finish that off. No hats on the ice as, it's the away team. No one's going to be celebrating that one in the rink.
Well, there are some Stampede fans on the other side of the rink, but no one's relinquishing their hats. Plus, they'd have to get it through this mesh.
Yeah.
The mesh is all the way around attached to the roofing, so it wouldn't even get through.
Yeah, I didn't think about that one. I would have made a fool of myself if I tried to throw my hat now.
Well, that is just starting to become a bit of a pad stacking game at the moment, but McIntosh earning a hat trick here with a nice 5-hole goal against Chaba, and that was on the power play.
Yeah, Nolan Ross also on 2 goals. He might be hungry for a hat trick too. I don't think the Stampede are going to try and stop any sort of goal scoring opportunity. Brooks having to be fancy with his stick there to keep the puck out of play. Logan Campbell taking the shot just high. Logan Campbell, unrelated to one of the mayors of Auckland. Logan Campbell. Callum Burns, backhand pass over to Devlin. Callum Burns. Cross-ice pass to Devlin. Devlin skates into the zone. Takes a shot, pad saved by Chuba. Big rebound, goes through quite a bit of traffic there though. He'll end up on Brooks' stick. Settled down. We've got Amston now. Chipping it. Well, Harrison chips the puck, deflecting it into the zone. McIntosh in the corner, trying to get it into the middle. Amston just keeping the puck on the blue line. Saved by Chuba. Just shot from the point. Nolan Ross just passing it back. Big hit onto Logan Campbell. Amston trying to pass it up. Oh, runs into Mawson. Amston sits down. We're coming the other way. Sevigny hit the water bottle. I thought it was a goal, but must have hit the other side of the net. Sevigny had a good chance there. He was kind of alone there.
Yeah, good shot. Bit of revenge actually from yesterday as Mawson was on the receiving end from an Amston hit, and now it's going the other way.
Yeah, Amston just running into a brick wall. Chuba making the glove save, throwing the puck away.
Emphatically, he's not too impressed.
Not very happy at all. That's an upset goaltender.
As Ross gets a nice shot here, but another glove save from Chuba. And you mentioned Campbell. Campbell is one of the younger players from the Stampede. I believe he's got a brother. There's two of them that play, and both of them are about 6'4". One of them 6'4", one's 6'6". Oh, we got a goaltender change.
Yeah.
Chuba's just been replaced by, looks like Jaden Pert.
Yeah, so Jaden Pert coming in. Will play the last 5 minutes and 40 seconds of the game. Good to see Jaden getting a bit of ice time. He makes his first save there as well. Perhaps his second as well.
So right into the fire is Jaden Pert into this 5.5 minutes remaining. Third period, Stampede have put up an 8 spot after 40 odd shots onto Chuba. And the Admirals have put up 12 shots only in this game with 1 goal to show for it.
Yeah, so face off for the Admirals, but Harrison has it. No, shot by Devlin, just missing the net. Vince trying to get the puck out. McCullum keeps it. Pass to Harrison, takes a shot. Shoulder save by Pert.
So already having to make a couple of saves.
And the puck comes out. So first time for Jaden Pert coming into the game. He has played 2 games for the Auckland Mako this season and managed to get a bit of game time last season as well. But relatively new or fresh to the NZIHL. He's sat on the bench for a bit. But good to see that he's got some ice time going for him. Kellen Burns missing a pass. Moses with it. McCullum passing it behind the net. Sofa. Backhand chip off the boards. McIntosh tried to collect it, but ended up on Regan's stick. Now Sofa cutting in. Gets it to McIntosh this time. McRae tried to get it back to McIntosh. Regan interrupts. Puck comes out. Cistroni just hits it into center ice, hoping someone was in the right position. Mawson continuing his big hits. Spinning around one of the Stampede players. Burns pinching to try and make a play. McRae with it. Tried to stick handle. Vesper collides with him, knocking the net off. Pert giving McRae a bit of a shove as well. Regan and McRae also just trying to wrap their sticks around each other. Just wanting to let you guys know what's happening, not on camera. Because, yeah, like I said, this is one of the games you really needed to be here in person to catch all the action. Sofa chipping the puck into the corner.
Yeah, he definitely needs to go off. He took a big hit from Stephen Mawson, who's been on a rampage of hitting lately.
Needs to collect himself. Regan passing out Sevigny. Quinn now has the puck. Tried to take the shot, but missed on the left side of the goal. Cross ice pass to Amston. Pass into the centre for Devlin, who's kind of alone. Puck went in, it's a goal. Does collide into Pert, but the puck went in before the collision ended up happening, so it is a good goal.
Yeah, again, you don't want to see it, but it happened after the shot was taken. Good pass across by Amston, and then he was tripped up as he's taking the shot and does crash into the net. And Pert concedes his first goal. And Devlin scores 5-hole. And SkyCity Stampede, 9 goals, Josh. 9 goals to 1. We have not seen this. Are they going to amp up to go towards 10? That is really very rare. but double digits in this league doesn't happen often. But man, that is a huge scoreline, making a very big statement in the second half of this weekend series.
Yeah, the Stampede have put up double digits on the Admirals before. I think it's happened 2 or 3 times, but that was very well back in the day. So it's been a very long time since it's happened again. But we could potentially see that happen again tonight.
So the replay here, the rock replay, just in a shot there from the left-hand side of Brooks.
Yeah, that shot count is making quite a bit of a mark.
Yeah, it's quite concerning.
On the score sheet there. Only 13 shots in almost a full game is, that's incredibly low.
Yeah, often seen that. That was how many the Stampede had in the first period.
Yes, yeah, they did. Yeah, I think they had 12, so pretty much the same number there. Save there by Brooks. That might add up to the shot count.
Again, it's not always about the quantity. There's definitely a bit about quality as well. However, the Stampede are certainly putting in a bit of a masterclass right now on how to score and scoring often in various ways. Lots of different players getting on the score sheet.
2 minutes 50 left in the game. Just falling over is Moses. May have had a stick on his skates there. Bit hard to tell. A few players around. Quigley,
good move.
Cutting in now. Yeah, good move. Unable to finish it though. Shot. I think that deflected off of Brooks somehow. Bit of a shoulder to the face there for the reverse hit. Harrison seems all right. I think Regan also quickly apologized there for the glove up. Mawson, the wrecking ball. He'll just probably skate through and bowl whoever he can over again. Mawson coming in, tried to get the pass into the center, but it was a Stampede player who picked it up. Admirals need to tag up. Rusky Jones knocking the puck mid-air, trying to pass it to himself. Hit into the boards. Puck comes to the left of the Admirals. Rusky Jones passing over to Sofa, but Regan interrupted that, saw it coming. Kennedy dumping around, but McRae will pick that up. McRae
scored one from there earlier. I thought he might be trying it again.
I thought he was going to do the same thing. Oh, backhand pass into the slot. Burns will collect it. Shot by Rusky Jones. Admirals managed to get the puck out. Yeah, just out there. Rusky Jones tried to dump it back in. But the linesman did have his hand up for a delayed offside. McRae passing in centre of the Sofa. Tries to get a shot now to McRae. Takes the shot left of the net. Admirals now chipping it out. They just keep kind of dumping the puck, not really keeping possession at all.
Last minute of regulation.
Puck pass interfered. This is Stroney trying to interrupt it, but McRae has it. He'll skate behind the net. Now Regan has it at center ice. Passes over to Quinn, waits for his teammates to tag up, and then whiffed on the pass. They do have territory now. Rusky Jones trying to slow the Admirals down, not give them any scoring opportunities. Puck chipped out. Hit into the Stampede bench. Hayward Jones passing over to Regan on the left wing. Regan skating in. Puck got away from him though. Hayward Jones collect it, looking for a pass. Passes over to Declan Quinn. Tries to get a centre ice pass to Vesper, but it tips off of a Stampede player. And we are done for the game. So we did not see double digits, but man, 9-1, Ian, that's
quite a scoreline, Josh. And again, you don't see that too often, but bit worked over the Admirals tonight. The SkyCity Stampede take the full 3 points, moving them to 18 and being first equal with the pure New Zealand Admirals. And we'll double check on how that all unfold and shape up into the standings as the Admirals salute the fans here. The fans do still appreciate their efforts overall in the weekend. It wasn't all one-sided. They did take the first game 5-2, and they got 3 points. So there we got the standings up there now. Admiral sitting on 18.
So this is the game
pre-game
results, so this hasn't been updated for tonight. So the Stampede will be on 18 points once this is updated. So yeah, they'll be tied with the Admirals. Swarm will have 2 games in hand with 15 points on them. They will be playing the... oh, there we go. We've got it updated now. So Stampede
6-4 and 6-4. Yeah.
at the top. The goal differential noticeably changed as well, obviously from tonight's game. So the Admirals, despite being tied on points, are a -1 on the goal differential. The Stampede with a +10 for the goal differential.
So the Swarm sitting on 8 games played, and then same for the Phoenix Thunder, 8 games played, as well as Canterbury Red Devils, 8 games played. So when they have their well, not makeup, but the next 2 games, then that can also have some impacts and implications on the way the standings are set up at the moment. So yeah, the first place teams currently, SkyCity Stampede and the Pure New Zealand Admirals.
Yes.
Oh, what a game.
Yeah, so the 9-1 score, you mentioned it was rare, but the last time that did happen was actually 2021.
Okay, well,
So
I mean, 4 years, that's
4 years, I guess.
That's
yeah.
pretty rare.
I
Once
guess.
every 4 years, Josh. That seems rare.
yeah, you could say that. But yeah, that was one of the shortened seasons due to the COVID restrictions. Yeah, it has happened before, but not a usual sighting for the NZIHL.
No, and that's not. The Admirals will be very unhappy with that particular result. I'm hoping that also that they will get some progress update with Justin Day, and maybe, hopefully he's all right. He did take that nasty kind of hit from the back from Devlin in the first period. So again, we wish him speedy recovery. He obviously did not play in that third period, and he's a very impactful player for the Pure New Zealand Admirals team. So yep, hopefully they recover and bounce back for their next round of games. And speaking of next rounds of games, at least the ones that will be up in Auckland, the Pure New Zealand Admirals will be taking on their crosstown rivals, the Botany Swarm. That's on the 4th or 5th of July.
Yes.
I believe it is. It's a little while away. So there's a bit of a break in between their action, but lots of action still to come. And this is a far from set table, I guess, with the standings, and some great action to come.
Yeah, absolutely. So regarding next week's games, we've got the Botany Swarm travelling down to Dunedin to take on the Phoenix Thunder, which will, also be very crucial. One of the top 4 teams looking to make a home advantage for their semi-finals playoff. And then the New Zealand Women's Ice Hockey League, we have the Canterbury Inferno travelling to Queenstown to take on the Wakatupu Wild, which will also be another great game to watch, because that league is also now kind of tying each other up a bit close on the standings. So
yeah, and one of the games that you and I had commentated on went into a shootout, and then the games again that same weekend also went into it. 14 rounds of a shootout. So games you do not want to miss. I mean, the things that we have seen you don't often see in ice hockey, as well as tonight. Both of us had learned that the symbol for boarding going like this.
Butt ending.
Or, excuse me, boarding like that. But the butt ending, like I would have thought butt ending would have been some kind of different symbol, or,
Yeah, I'm guessing there's supposed to be a bit of motion in there or something. But yeah, regardless, we all learned something tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and hopefully we will get some updates on the suspensions. You are able to check the NZIHL.com website. There is a suspensions page for if you are interested in that information. But yeah, that about wraps us up for tonight, Ian. Pleasure to call this game tonight. Big thanks to our live stream crew as well, our cameraman, camerawoman, and Michael on the buttons. So yeah, ka kite e no, folks.